It's going to be one of those.
Right.
Yeah,
And remembering what I said about the microphone.
I will.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. This is A Cup of Tea with an Englishman in San Diego. Once again, I'm an Englishman, not in San Diego. I don't have a cup of tea. In fact, it's even worse. I've just got water. How depressing is that? And not only that, but if you are watching on YouTube at the moment, you may also notice I'm in black and white. It's all very noir. This is some kind of I'm trying to go for a Chinatown look.
But I'm in color.
Yeah, you're in color. I mean, let's just go over to Alyssa. Alyssa, wow. Alyssa is joining us from Anaheim. She's at WonderCon, and she's also got a bunch of friends with her as well.
I do. I have, if I can just jump in here, because I can't figure out how to flip my camera around, so I'm going to have to do it. Forgive the vertigo.
Okay.
First off, we've got Dan Barry. Oh,
hi, Dan. How are you doing?
Whoops, yeah,
there
he is.
Segment's in the house.
Okay. Is your face in the picture?
Yeah, he's there.
Okay.
the stapler's there. That's okay.
The stapler is there. That's okay.
Excellent stuff. Who else have you got?
And then we've got Jim.
Jim Watari. Hello, Jim. How are you, sir?
He says hello back. And then we've got Michael.
Hello, Michael P. Hello,
how are you? The full crowd. Oh, wow, and he's watching. Oh my God, he's watching on his mobile device too.
So it's a real Hall of Mirrors thing going off.
We're discovering that there is a delay there. So I am at the top of. If people know WonderCon, I'm at the top of the fountain, right in front of the building. So doing the pan around. You're in the picture. Uh-oh. He was trying to be avoided.
Oh, fantastic. It's looking like a glorious weekend.
Yeah. Chris will not be photographed, says Jim. And then I'm doing the picture around. Those are all of the food trucks in that area.
That's gorgeous. Excellent.
And then around to back to the building.
I mean, it's one thing that I've never done. I've never done Anaheim, and I'm really looking forward to doing WonderCon next year. So it's good to get an idea of the landscape. If you are in Anaheim, if you're watching this, or if you've heard that we're doing this, go and see Alyssa. No.
And we have another member from the forum, Dolphina X. Are you in the picture? Yeah, perfect. I'm getting better at this. So you actually people would actually get to put faces to it.
Fantastic. We may actually ask you to kind of unplug your headset at some point, because we'll get a review and a report from people, because that would be cool.
Sure.
Excellent. But we'll do that in a second.
Okay.
Well, first things first. If you are, I have got the Q&A up and running on my screen, because obviously Alyssa is a little bit more remote today. So if you do want to jump in with any questions or any comments about WonderCon, say if you've been to WonderCon this weekend, if you're wanting to comment, if there's something that you've seen that you want to say about, do jump in on the Q&A. And also, if there's anything you're looking forward to, it is the final day. It's 10 a.m. in Anaheim at the moment, so do jump in on that. Of course, you can also jump in on the hashtag #CupOTSDCC, so if there's anything that you want to mention on that. I think this is going to be a real quick one, because we want Alyssa to get off and enjoy herself. But
Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate that. But we'll very quickly do this as well, because we did a competition last week where we gave away some Dark Bunny tea stuff. Basically, if you answered a question on the actual Hangout, you got yourself a T-shirt and also a promo code. You've got 3 promo codes. I'm now going to go to my random number generator. Oh, by the way, the correct answer, by the way, for this, it was Jesse Pinkman's house in Breaking Bad, and it was 9809 Margot Street. Okay, so if you use the hashtag Dark Bunny Breaking Bad, this is how you won. Okay, so we've got ourselves 3 numbers, and these are our winners today. We have ourselves Rocky Raccoon, Rocky762. Congratulations. We have Neil Williamson, who's won on the Twitter. Also, Karma as well. Congratulations. Give yourself
No, it's the other way around.
On Dark Bunny Tees. Okay then, so we'll get straight into it. WonderCon. This isn't your first time to WonderCon, is it?
It is actually my first time.
Okay. So how have you found?
I am becoming a convert to downtown hotels. I really enjoy having everybody here is laughing at me because they're saying, "Well, yeah, of course, what we knew this already. How come it took you so long?" I love the vibe of it. I love SoCal. I love having this fountain food truck area, and just the space in the floor is really fun. I've only been to a couple of panels. The arena is nice. I went there last night for the masquerade. The masquerade was brilliant. I have to say, everybody who said go to a masquerade before is spot on. The MC for the CCI masquerades are brilliant.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
I know that the masquerades are done in Ballroom 20 at Comic-Con, and it's a little bit more of that kind of that panel stage area. But when you've got when you've got that arena, you've definitely got that kind of more of an event going on. So I can imagine it was fun to see.
It is, and I can take a wander if you'd like. I can take a wander into the facility so people get an idea of the floor. I don't have it as good a view as I had for New York Con.
Okay, well, tell you what, we'll quickly get your ideas of what WonderCon's been like. So, what panels have you been to?
I have just been to 2 panels. I went to my IDW panel, and I went to The Last Ship, which was absolutely funny. Adam Baldwin was very surprisingly restrained. I think they kind of put a damper on him from the San Diego Con.
Excellent.
So he wasn't his normal jump up and down self, but the rest of the panel was very good, and the footage looks spectacular.
How come you haven't been able to go to many panels? Is it just because there is so much to see?
There's so much to see, and I've been mostly on the floor. I've been hanging out with a friend of mine and from the forum, and just wandering the halls. The only panels that were really difficult to get into, I've heard, were not Gotham, or the Orphan Black, but we knew about. I am reporting that officially Kimberly from last week's hangout got into the Orphan Black panel.
Excellent.
So that was the big thing, because that was the panel that she wanted.
Excellent. So, like you say, you've got a couple of people who are there with you. Who would like to jump on the camera and talk about what they've seen?
A lot of them have left.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I know, it's unfortunate.
This is where they just want their fleeting moment on camera.
Right. They all kind of wandered away. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. Okay. So, Michael, would you like to tell us about your experience? Yep. Hang on one second. I'm going to take the my mic out, so you should be able to.
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of interesting. I was talking to them about and I'll just give them a second. The sign people, they changed the rules so they could keep the sign people out of the main part. and I think that that's really good. But a lot of people are going to be upset about it.
Yeah, we're talking about the holy roller. Yeah,
I call them the sign people. I call them the sign people because I don't want to give them I don't believe they're holy. First of all, you know, I have my own thoughts about that. But anyway, but you know, the panels have been really good. The panels have been thankfully kind of small, so you can actually get in really close and talk to the people. And then if you're real if you like adult beverages, you can meet the stars sometimes having adult beverages afterwards over at the Hilton over here. So that's kind of nice.
Which panels
it's good.
Which panels have you been to, Michael?
Say that again, Leonard.
Which panels have you been to?
Which panels have you been to?
All right, I went to the ones you went to. I went to the last ship, right? And then I saw the messengers. Okay, I'm totally waiting for the messengers because they can either make that one of the best shows around, or it could be a real dribble. But that was exciting.
Okay.
I really was looking forward to that one. That was good. That was good. And you know, the last what is the show with Noah, you know, the guy Noah.
Oh, the Falling Skies.
The Falling Skies. Yeah,
that was that.
That was actually good. Those guys were really kind of cool.
I love that show.
And they showed a lot of good footage from that.
Oh.
And they're going to give us a resolution too. They told us they're going to give us a resolution, so that should be good. Okay.
Good.
So that was really nice.
Yeah. Well, they know that this is the last season of it, so that makes sense.
Sure.
They handed out T-shirts for the last show.
Oh, I got one of the T-shirts. Yes, yay! But they ran out of big T-shirts, and I was going like, okay, why would you bring all these smalls and mediums?
Yes.
I mean, you know, we're a big people.
Yes.
We're not a small people. We're a big people. You know, so that was kind of weird, but it's all good.
Yes. The plethora of big people.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, yeah, we're big. We're
not
big
necessarily fit people.
We're big folk. Okay, we're big folk. You know, treat us right.
So
but, no, it's been good. And
wait a
second.
second. Say that again, Leonard.
Okay, I know that the pair of you, Alyssa has spent a lot of time on the exhibition floor. I mean, how big is that floor? Is it a large space?
The floor, yes, it feels large.
Yes,
The pavilion floor. I think that there's maybe a half to a third the size of Comic-Con of San Diego.
Well, you know what? But the nice part about it is you can actually get around in it, though, too.
Right.
They have a huge artist alley, a huge one, and comic book area is really huge. You know, because the big companies just aren't there.
Right.
You know, and so it's all the other stuff that you think about for a Comic-Con. It's there in big time.
Right.
So it's good.
So it's more for like the independents. I mean, I know Image are representing.
Yes, it is more of the independents. Sorry that Dark Horse wasn't here.
What happened with them?
We don't know.
No
I don't
word,
know.
huh?
And the word is, the scuttlebutt is with regards to DC, that since they moved their headquarters, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, they moved their headquarters from New York to Los Angeles. They were too busy to come this year.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I'm not speaking out of turn.
So
Good.
that's what you heard?
Yeah.
Yeah. That, you know what? I have my own thoughts about that.
Yeah.
I have my own thoughts about that.
I would
There
expect
was
nothing
just-
less from you, Michael.
I'm sorry.
I would expect nothing less from you, Michael.
Yeah. There is, with regards to the sign people, there was a big dust up. I want to say Friday night.
Yeah.
With regards
Wow.
to that, and
Okay.
they were actually coming into it really encroaching and into the whole WonderCon area. So they had to erect the metal barriers to keep them out, and which unfortunately has really restricted the cosplayers from their normal space, which was this fountain area where I'm broadcasting from now.
That's a shame, because I know that the WonderCon cosplayers really do like that fountain area, and they like kind of going off.
Exactly. And that's, I mean, this is just such a perfect spot. I'm gonna try and do a pan around just so that you can see the area, and
Cool.
with the steps, how you can you can get the massive DC universe grouping.
Excellent. So yeah, you said that you would possibly be able to go inside, do a bit of a wander for us.
Yes, I'm gonna do a wander. I need to get my stuff together.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. While you're doing that, then I'll very quickly cover some of the bits and pieces that I've been reading about WonderCon.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Certainly, the big headline panels that have been this week. I'll also put Alexa on mute as well. There we go. So at least when we can come back to her. Right, yes, the big panels certainly this weekend have been Warner Brothers. We were hoping that we were going to have appearances from some of the major cast. It was Mad Max Fury Road, and also from San Andreas. We were hoping that The Rock was going to be appearing, but it did seem to be very much more about exclusive content and also new clips that were shown at the panels. If anyone has any other stories about WonderCon, do jump in on the Q&A. Do let us know, and of course on the Twitters as well if you're watching. Those were kind of what we heard, and we kind of expected, because WonderCon seems to be very much pushing towards the comic creators. Like Michael just said, the Artist Alley has been massive at WonderCon this year. It's just been such an impressive layout. However, TV shows have shown up. Two of the biggest panels, certainly for this weekend. Orphan Black had a Series 3 panel. Pretty much every major member of cast, apart from, I think, the main actress from Orphan Black, talking about Season 3 and about what that season is going to bring. It looks like it's definitely going to be taking the mythos of Orphan Black and expanding it all the way. I can see down at the bottom there that Alyssa is actually walking towards the convention floor, so if I just unmute her, let's see if we can get her back in. She's in the... yeah, bear with me a second. Let me just... That's because I'm pressing the wrong one. That's what it is. See, this is where we've got the inside of the Anaheim Convention Center. Oh, one sec. I think you may have to unmute at your end. Because I'm having one or two issues here. Sorry about this, ladies and gents. I do apologise for this. See if we can get some get her back onto the... Oh, there we go. Hey there.
Am I unmuted?
You are. Sorry about that.
No worries. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to spin around. I can't figure out how to do the camera flip on my phone. Yeah, you know, some days are just... It's the end of con, and I'm just going to blame that.
Okay.
Where I am now is in the major hallway. I am between C and B entrance, pretty much right about where the floor starts, and I'm going to pan around so you can see how long this is. It's not nearly as long a hallway, front hallway as San Diego is. However,
Tell you what, then,
the floor...
Point the camera away from yourself. Let's have a look at the thing, and I'll let you know.
Sure.
Okay.
It's the floor runs. It seems like it's as deep as San Diego is.
Yeah,
so now I'm going to walk into the floor, and if I've done this right, we will end up right in front of the image booth.
Excellent.
That's what I'm shooting for, which is for me is one of the highlights.
Yeah. Whereas San Diego kind of breaks things up with little pods, you know, like your Starbucks and your other bits and pieces to kind of break up that really long panel. It looks like the Anaheim Convention Center breaks it up by having it as one long curve. So it kind of gets a bit deceptive about how big it is. Mm-hmm. But, well, okay, there's some stuff. Oh, and Valiant as well.
Valiant. That's Artist Alley over towards there. And then... Is this okay up and down? Do I need to go up or down?
No, that's spot on. That's fantastic.
Okay. Then we're coming over to Valiant, Aspen. Right behind Aspen is IDW. Of course, Neil Adams. And then the Image and Skybound booth.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I mean, if you want to wander in and see if there's anything that catches your eye, and we'll...
Sure. Well, I have to go to the Skybound booth because the gentlemen here are always so nice and give you just an idea of the things that they're offering.
Hey, do you want to ask them how they've been this weekend?
Sure.
Is that Mr.
And then we've got the all of their soft goods that they've got with the bags. Oh, that one is particularly nice. Sorry, I'm not doing shopping now. Hang on one second. Hey, Sean, how have you been doing this week?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. He's saying he's done good and is having a good show. That he runs the booth here at Image, so, and is an exceptionally sweet gentleman. Thank you.
Careful.
And I'm moving around.
Nearly got him blushing then.
Oh, he's a sweetheart, and he's nice to my son too.
Oh,
this is where they do the signings here, and this is the next one coming up.
Which is Laundry Walker for Danger Club. Excellent.
Yep. These are the exclusives for this show.
Now that is Wicked and Divine exclusive there, which is absolutely gorgeous. If you could pick me up one of those, that'd be nice.
Yes, Leonard. I happened to pick up the Black Science and hardcover Low. If you guys hadn't read either Black Science or Low, those are some of my particular favorites.
I am
much more sciencey, than that. And so then we've got the back side of the booth, and moving around to the floor. We're at 700.
Yep.
Now, it runs. I think it runs to about 2,000. And then Artist Alley starts at around 300 and runs over.
Okay, if you can just point the camera down a little bit there, Alyssa. So
sure. Yeah.
There we go. Cool. Oh, wow, IDW are really representing.
Absolutely. And
lots of big franchise that they're covering this year. I know X-Files there on screen at the moment.
These are the books that I particularly like. These huge format color prints from the original art.
Wow.
And that they've got a number of those. This is the Spirit. I think this is the Spirit book. It's the Spider-Man book. Sorry. Oh, geez. Yeah. Look. Just look. That's all you have to do. Sorry. Thank you. Walking to the IDW.
This is where we really get Alyssa shattered now, as we just get her to do a full tour of the WonderCon floor.
And then, of course, we have the gorgeous Valiant booth. I didn't get to see the Valiant line, which I was really sorry about. It just slipped past me. I wanted to go to that panel.
Sure. Well, I mean, we were talking about this last week. Valiant has just had so much money thrown at it in recent weeks for film and development of television and film projects based on the Valiant line. So in the next 12 months, do expect to see a lot of Valiant characters and titles appearing on multimedia formats. Very impressive.
Just looking at the stuff that's on their booth. Of course, with me, you're going to get a lot of the comic stuff. Then we're coming around to where I was before.
Cool.
Where would you like me to go? Artist Alley or deep? Or deep?
Tell you what, if you can go to Artist Alley, if you can find Babs Tarr, maybe we can get that interview after all.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I will say that she has had a spectacular line. This is the CGC booth, which I've spent some money at, I will say. She's had a spectacular line
Cool.
to get signatures.
CGC has actually been in contact. They do actually want to appear on the Hangout as well, because I do want to do a piece on how you do use CGC to get your comics slabbed and the advantages of that. So for people who don't know how CGC works,
I'll go back to the booth here and just kind of show you the forms.
Okay.
And I don't think it looks like there's a line to get stuff done.
This is going to be great for the audio version.
Sure. Sorry about that. This is the basic form that you fill out. This is not the signature form. There's a different form, but it's basically the same thing as this.
If you can point the camera down a little bit, there you go.
Sure.
You're getting the angles.
Okay. No, absolutely. Dude, I can't see, so I don't know. I wish I could figure out how to do the flip around. You come here. They help you with your... You come here. If you want to get a book signed, you get one of these red shirt guys. They go with you to get your book signed. They bring it back here. Then you talk to this nice gentleman, Mike, who runs all of their booths and is spectacular. Or some of the other very helpful black shirt people. And they write up your form, take your money, and you're good to go. Yes. But the key is, if you want a signature, to get a witness with you.
Oh,
to
cool.
Come with you before you get the signature. They're usually very, very good about it, but you still need to make sure that's done before you get a book signed.
Fantastic.
They may say, oh, we'll have somebody there if the guy is supposed to, like I ran into, if the guy is supposed to be signing at noon, the guy showed up 20 minutes early. Oh my God, an artist showing up early to something? So we're heading into Artist
Alley then?
Yes, we're in Artist Alley now.
Nice and slow so we can see what we're doing.
Thank you.
And a little bit lower as well. There we go.
Thank you. This is the first, this is row A of Artist Alley.
How many rows are there?
I think it goes to E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
5 or 6
and
rows.
They look like really long rows as well.
And I pretty much started at the beginning there, and am walking the whole row. I think this is if I remember correctly, this is the row that Babs is in.
Yeah. And
we're coming up to her momentarily.
If we spot any familiar faces, we'll shout them out.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, Tom Hodges, excellent. Oh no, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I happened to pick up, and I put on the forum. I'll send a link to it later. A piece of work by a gentleman, which was basically a teenage Groot. And This is the Babs booth. Okay, you're going to have to help me here, Leonard. Is this Babs? Hi.
Yes.
Okay, you're not. Stopping by from Leonard Sultana's Cup of Tea Hangout. Babs was supposed to do an interview with us last week, but got detained as things happen, and just wanted to stop by and see if she was available. So, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. We're only on air for another 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Okay, Chris, Inca, Jake, Wyatt, and Kevin.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be able to get up to that. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. No, it's understandable that a lot of people are very busy at this at this point, because obviously we're talking the first thing on the Sunday, so everyone's just kind of really getting into that final day.
Yes.
Mr. Great Pack there.
Sorry. I was trying to adjust my.
Yeah. Is there anyone who you've kind of particularly fangirled over while you've been at WonderCon?
Len Wen. I'm a huge fan. I like the old school stuff. I've got a piece of artwork that I'm debating on. It's $200, and he doesn't accept credit cards. Yeah, so I'm leaving for Japan on Monday, and I need some cash with me. So, as you see, this is Sunday morning at 10:30, so a lot of people are not quite here yet.
Or
Steve,
or at panels as well. So.
Or at panels.
Mr.
And Sergio.
Sergio Agons.
Yes.
You can get him to say hi to everybody.
Oh, sure, I will. I will try. Unfortunately, I'm not quite in line.
No, you're not in line. It's okay. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Okay. But we're still in row A.
Cool. Yeah, just to let everyone who's watching this know, I'm not doing one of those prank shows to Alyssa where I get her to sort of go over to somebody and throw a pint of water over them just to see what reaction is. This isn't one of those tap-out shows. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. I appreciate. And
so Mr. Len Wen, how is the Artist Alley arranged? Is it kind of like the headliners here on row A, and then the slightly less known artists further back, or are they scattered throughout the Artist Alley?
They're scattered throughout.
Excellent.
So
there's no real hierarchy then.
No, it does seem as though that most people are in the of the more well-known people are back behind. So just going up a little here because how's that angle?
No, that's spot on.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I'm getting the hang of it. It takes me a moment, and then moving over. Then that's the back of the venue. So you get an idea.
Absolutely, the scale's very big for the Artist Alley. Very impressive.
You get the idea of how deep it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see to the front of the hall from the angle.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to work out between that and San Diego the difference between the two, but it definitely seems to be the focus is more towards the artists and the creators at WonderCon.
Exactly. And now I'm running a cross section, so I've just passed aisle B, and I'm at aisle C.
Yes, we can't actually see what Alyssa's doing at this point, but I can imagine she's doing some kind of sideways crab motion as she's going down the aisles.
No, I got the camera. My hand is losing its blood, so I'm going to have to drop it down again in a moment.
That's fine.
There we go. Excellent. And that's the end of Artist Alley.
Cool. So so obviously there are still some panels that are happening later on today. What's your agenda? What are you up to today?
I'm going to go to that creators panel, the Jack Kirby tribute panel. I think I'm going to go to I may go to the talkback panel. I'm not sure. I don't have any questions, but I'd like to hear what other people have to say. I may sneak out and do dim sum because the food here in California is wonderful. And then we have a forum meetup later on this afternoon for at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, which I've never been and I've always heard of, and would love to try. I've heard it's spectacular. Fantastic. So that's my plan for the day.
Excellent. Well, I mean, we've just got you doing a whole running around, and you can tell you're getting you're out of breath a bit, and that was my fault, because I got you kind of running all over.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I just wish I could figure out how to do the reverse camera thing. So you know, or the selfie stick. That's what I need.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Later on, what we'll do is we'll get you a GoPro, and we'll really go all out.
Oh, jeez, oh my.
Or get you a Google Glass and really.
Wow. So I mean, in general, my impression to be honest with you, when I first got here, I was not quite as enamored, but I had a lot of pressures at home, so divesting myself of that before I got here would have let me start the con in a happier mode. It's okay, I'm going the other way. And so I wasn't too thrilled when I first got here, but the meetups and all of the friends, that was brilliant and helped me get into the con mode. Now that I'm here, I wish it lasted 3 more days, because it is so low key that you don't get that I am utterly exhausted feel that I got at San Diego at this point.
Sure.
And so
obviously you really, I mean, what's been the kind of vibe is it a positive vibe, or is it
absolutely yeah, I don't think you can go to, I don't know, I've never been, but I don't think you can go to a SoCal con without there being a positive vibe. At least that's been my feeling. I think
because I mean, certainly the one thing people have been talking about this week as well is certainly about the whole cosplay element. I mean, you say that they've been kind of muscled out perhaps at the front of the con. Has there been a lot of good cosplay, a lot of things that have caught your eye?
Oh, yes. The masquerade last night was spectacular. I touched on it briefly earlier today. I'm trying to get a lot of more pictures in. That's why I've only got the half face going on here. But this gives you an idea about how much room there is back behind all of this. So if you get tired, there's absolutely spots where you can go and chill.
Excellent.
The cosplay last night was brilliant. I have to say that the people who the moderator who put on the panel was fabulous, and would suggest everybody just go for the production values alone.
I mean, was it a large guy with a beard and glasses?
Yes.
It's the same guy that does the CCI ones then, so yeah.
Absolutely. And I can totally see it. The one thing that I need to find out is apparently, and because I'm new to all of this, and I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see what I'm walking. The thing that I need to figure out is apparently you call the numbers out, and then the audience responds with a ho ho ho, woo, and then they say something, and I can't figure out what they say.
If anyone knows that, if you can let us know, that'd be great.
Yes, oh, that would be wonderful. This is the WB booth that we're coming up to now.
All right,
it's an experience, apparently.
Regarding for San Antonio, absolutely. Oh, San Andreas, sorry, get it right.
Right. Apparently, there's a queue for it over here, and you go. I'm not sure if they've even started up for the day, but you're able to go into the booth. There's some sort of an earthquake type thing, and
do you just get accosted by the Rock in there?
Yes.
Is that what
I
happens?
think that's the idea.
Oh boy, I don't know if I could do that in close quarters.
Yeah. So, and this is the queue for the experience, which I'm gathering they have not started yet today.
Yeah. So they're really getting into it. Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And this is the back of the hall. Now we've got this. See, I've walked all the way through, and then this one section, and now I'm going to walk, continuing along the back of the hall. I'm going to walk into the last area.
You really
yes, you can.
You're really putting the mileage in for us. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, it's nice to be able to wander. Unlike when we did this in New York, I was pretty much in that one spot.
The one thing I'm noticing, just from the like catching the glimpse out of the corner of your eye, is there does seem to be a lot of hosts and a lot of people helping. They've really got it staffed very well.
Yes. Yes. There is, and there's usually people. I've had no problems finding anything. I mean, not knowing the layout since I don't know the facility well, no problem finding anything. And my 80-year-old parents are loving it. They actually, I called up my dad saying, about supper last night, and he said to me, "I can't talk now. I'm in a panel." I was like, I had no idea they were going to a panel. It was brilliant. I was just, because of the amount of times I've said that to them.
Yeah.
So,
dare I ask what the panel was?
It was something about music and Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care. They're enjoying themselves because of the easy proximity of the hotels to the venue.
Sure. We've got a question that's coming on the Q&A. Compared to yesterday, how crowded is it, given that it is Easter Sunday?
I think it's very light, to be honest with you.
Okay.
At this point. Yeah,
How does the whole Easter weekend affect WonderCon?
Can you still? Okay. Can you still hear me? Okay, good. Sorry, I touched something. Danger. I'm not sure. I know that there's one of my group who said that they couldn't go, and there's a number of people who were on diet restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not limiting myself. I will say the buffet at the Marriott is worth the $23, all you can eat, and the food is spectacular. That was my find, and there was no line to get in at 6:30.
Wow.
Well, yeah, for a nice sit down dinner at Con.
When it comes to lines at WonderCon, I mean, is there any of that overnight camping joy?
Not that I've seen. No, not at all. I will say that there were a couple. The thing today is getting into the flash panel, or the flash signing, and I think people were talking about getting there at around 8 a.m.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So that was easy. In terms of getting into the last ship panel, I waited maybe a half an hour for them to let us in, and I'm a single, mind you, but I was in the 4th row, right in front of Ada Baldwin.
Wow.
Yeah, which was cool.
That's a grin and a half you just put up there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, Adam, I mean, yeah. Exactly. It's I may be older, but I still am a woman, heterosexual woman. So it's and married. Anyway, this is moving on. This is the third. So we had Artist Alley, we had the center section, and this is the third section. And I'm gonna do the up and picture again. This is from the back.
Okay.
So can you see the pink pig way down at the end?
No, not quite.
Okay, there's a huge pink pig with horns down there.
Of course. So what's this area mostly consist of?
Sales, cosplay. You've got some comics. You know, the standard booths that are selling things.
Okay, it's very much seeming like the television companies, you know, and the sort of like the other non-comic stuff. They're not kind of representing.
No, they aren't. They really are not. I think we're coming up to the small press. I believe this is the small press area. In through here, Jericho.
Yeah. I think I might just have to recommend this certainly to a couple of UK people who do get sort of like UK publishers that I've spoken to that sometimes can get a little bit intimidated by getting lost in the noise at Comic-Con at San Diego. It seems like this may be a better platform for people.
We have some really nice lightsabers. At the cosplay last night, they did a spectacular demonstration of lightsaber technology fighting.
Oh wow!
And when we left when we left the masquerade at around 11 o'clock at night, there was a few cosplayers doing sparring with swords. With lightsabers right in front of that fountain where I had started the podcast from.
Great.
With the surrounding crowd, very impromptu.
Well, it's the kind of thing that will attract a crowd, that's for certain.
Yeah. Oh, and I gotta just do the Halo booth because,
that's... and there I was thinking the military were doing a bit of a recruitment drive.
Yes. So I don't know if you caught that at all.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
If you get a point plastic guns at each other, make sure they are plastic.
They just offered to take the mic and do the commentary for me. So, and this is a meetup. Looks like a meetup. Food and or coordination between writers and artists.
I mean, like you say, there does seem to be a lot of places where you can just kind of step away, take a breather, and sort of like enjoy at your own leisure.
Absolutely. And now I'm going to start walking down. This is the other end. So we started at Artist Alley, and this is the other end of the hall. I'm just walking down. Tell me if I need to tilt.
No, I think we're fine so far.
Okay.
Just,
great.
Thinking what's that on the left-hand side?
Sure.
Let's see what we've got.
Yeah. There's lots of talk. Lots of people have been talking about Kickstarter.
Okay.
Looking for people to support them on Kickstarter. So that's it's definitely mainstream kind of thing. It seems like a good portion of the people will have stuff. Uh-oh, they've got CGC books that I'm looking at. Never mind. Keep walking. Keep walking. Some toys. Bluefin here. I have not succumbed to any pops, I will say. I have just wander in, care for a picture of the some gorgeous. Can you still hear me, Leonard? Okay. I don't know if you can still hear me. I cannot see you. I can see you, but you're frozen. I am not sure if I'm still live. Am I still? If somebody can tweet me and tell me if I'm still on air, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh.
I'm
Hi,
back.
Leonard. Oh, wonderful.
There
Oh,
are-
good.
Yes, I was talking as if to say it's not me that's fallen over, it's Alyssa, but it's you. It
Oh,
was
no.
me. I do apologize. Sorry
Oh,
about
so
that.
I was live. I just asked people to tweet me and tell me if I was still live or not. So,
Sorry
okay,
about that.
we're not live. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the pictures of the figures in behind glass, and I'm going to resume my walk through the outside so people can see the booths, and walking quickly.
This is where I am now going to have to re-watch this hangout to see the bit I've missed.
Uh-oh, it's not very long. Not very long at all.
I think I'll be re-watching anyway because it's been fascinating.
Mm-hmm. It's just a walkthrough. You know, around the edges, Capcom booth, and we are at 1900 now, so you get an idea about the layout here, and actually maybe the small press area.
Cool.
Down in through here.
Excellent stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I've lost picture at this point.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
I think somebody tweeted me and said you're still live, which for some reason interrupted the stream of life, and there you go. So I'm going to go around again.
I mean, yeah. Thank you very much indeed for watching. By the way, we do have a nice, healthy audience figure, so thank you very much indeed for bearing with us.
Oh, seriously, you know, this is fun to do, just to do a huge walk, because to be honest with you, I didn't even know that these guys were down here. I'm going to not walk down the farthest aisle, but pick an aisle that has a little bit more articles for sale, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I'll go into the toys. I've seen a few things that I have to come back for. Well, my son is the Assassin's Creed fan, so and we have a gentleman from Monkey Minion Press waving hi. Do some of their, might as well walk down this aisle. Thank you, sir. Everybody's very happy. I think the last day is oh no.
Oh, camera shy. Oh no. I'm trying to work out if he's camera shy or
we're currently broadcasting live for a hangout called the Cup of Tea with an Englishman, for people who go to who go to conventions, and we're live. Yeah, exactly. He says, how are you doing?
Well, if you want to ask him, how's the weekend been?
Thank you. He's like, wow. Oh, you're live. Wow. So, and I think that that's what a lot of people are saying too, because they hear me doing this and are waving at the camera, and a lot of people really just enjoy the spectacle of it.
Sure.
It's
just immense.
Yes.
Wow.
And we have.
There you go. It wouldn't be a convention without a Deadpool. So there you go. We've had a bit.
Oh, where is it? Sorry. But this is the point. Can you see all of the number signs?
Sure.
Yeah, and so this is that main thoroughfare for the that gives you the full idea of the scope of it.
Sure. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what. I do want. I know it's now 11 o'clock for you now. So
okay.
I do want to let you go. I want you to go off and enjoy the rest of your con.
Thank you so much, Leonard.
Okay, I see there. Oh, Loot Crate. Yes, I do want to. Yeah, I want to have a word with them guys at some point because
Right.
we
I'll
do.
go around. Let me just show you got everybody the booth for Loot Crate so
This
that
is a
people
bunch,
understand.
yeah, this is a bunch of guys I'm really liking to get onto the Hangout, and I've been inviting them a lot.
Uh-huh.
But
They seem busy and have a few people waiting, so I'm not sure I want to talk to them.
fair enough. Okay, that's cool.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Just
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna let you get off, Alyssa. I really am.
okay.
Because there's so. Tell you what, if we can just turn the camera back to you for 1 second.
Sure.
So, final thoughts then. I know you did a little bit of a recap earlier, but yeah, just kind of final thoughts then. I mean, would you go back?
I am thinking about coming back next year and would probably look at getting a hotel room close. So perhaps I should say I'm officially starting to look for a roommate. Using, I might as well use it while I've got it.
Okay.
And because I enjoy a spring con. That really gets me into the mood of the whole con season and wanting more. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's also a nice little comparison as well with kind of you've got the that mental atmosphere which is San Diego Comic-Con. You have that kind of more urban sprawl for New York, and then you've got this which is it does seem very creator based, which I like. I like the balance.
Right. Exactly. I'm trying to. I had a brilliant thought for a final wrap up, but I've managed to lose it. So there you go. And I just got a pop-up message that I've used a lot of data.
Okay. Tell you what, I think that's
if I come up with a final message, I'll absolutely re-mention that. But would I come back? Absolutely. Good. It's nice and mellow.
Excellent. So when you do get messages saying that you're nearly...
I've lost my volume. I can't hear you.
Okay. That's Mother Nature telling us it's all over.
Yes,
I think
exactly.
Yeah, that's fair. Alyssa, thank you very much indeed for your time at WonderCon. I'm really glad you've enjoyed it.
I will see you guys again, I think, in 2 weeks.
I will, yeah. We're doing 2 weeks. We're taking a 2-week break, back in 3 weeks. So there we go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Leonard.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So there you go. That's Alyssa going to get off and enjoy the rest of her WonderCon. Hope you enjoyed that, especially if you've not been to WonderCon before. I mean, I think the one thing that kind of struck me was just how big the Artist Alley was. That's encouraging to me. I do like I mean, the one thing I keep saying it year after year that I do want to do WonderCon, San Diego Comic-Con Artist Alley more, and I want to really get in there. And I have kind of walked around and see the lay of the land of Artist Alley, but it's encouraging that at WonderCon it is so huge. That's very impressive. So there you go. Thanks again to Alyssa for that report from WonderCon. Thanks to the guys who met up with her outside the fountain as well. So that was rather cool. Right, like Alyssa's just said, we are going to now take a 2-week break. So let me just check my diary on this one, because what we'll do is we're not going to be back next week, and we're not going to be back on the 19th. We're going to be back on the 26th of April. We're going to take 2 weeks off so that we can kind of regroup, get some guests involved, possibly do some technical messing around so we can make things a little bit clearer and a little bit more professional. Yes, I may even be not in black and white the next time we speak. I have no idea why this has happened. So there you go. That's another technical issue I need to sort out. I really do hope you've enjoyed these Hangouts. Do get in contact with us at CupOTSDCC to let us know what you would like to see between now and July. Is there any guests that you'd like us to try and get on? Because we have in the past had some really big guests, and we've had some nice headliners, and we've had people that have really gotten involved. Who would you like to see on the Hangout? Let us know at CupOTSDCC on the Twitter. I want to try and make this the best hangout and the first place that you come to when it comes to your Comic-Con news. So do support us. Let everyone know. Do let us spread the word. Sundays, we'd like to say in 2 weeks' time, you've got 2 weeks to kind of spread the word about the hangout. And let's see what we can do about making it as big as we possibly can as we head towards July. My name's been Leonard. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your Easter weekend. And we'll see you, like I say, in, well, I want to say 3 weeks' time because it's 2 weekends off. Back again on the 26th. Thank you very much indeed. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.